and then you lose again. And so now, and what do? You reward him again with a 4-year deal? Why would you do that?
The Chicago White Sox. So Sal is basically saying,
That's the fact, Jack.
Well, look, I heard it from two executives.
listen, you were there.
You
Exactly.
Look,
You
here
would
it
know.
is, folks.
Yeah.
Here's the winter. There it is. Winter meetings, etc. Okay, so everybody can see it. Exactly.
And I got my luggage
right.
tag.
There's your luggage tag.
Tommy T didn't come away with nothing.
Exactly. Yeah. I can't show you my barcode, but you can see my name on here and all this other crap. I got the media tag.
Very good.
Yeah, so I'm going to the Rule 5 draft tomorrow. That's going to be interesting as well.
Okay.
That's if you don't know about it, folks, read about the Rule 5 draft.
In essence, basically, the people that are not protected on the 40-man roster, teams can draft, and they have to keep them. So I'm going to use a couple
They have
examples.
to pay $100,000 to get them.
Okay, and then
they have to put them on waivers.
They have to put them on waivers, but then they have to keep them on their roster for the entire year.
Yeah, they have to have been on for 90 days in the prior season.
Yeah.
Right? And that's how this whole thing works. But
some really good players have moved teams on the Rule 5 draft.
Well, they
some
have
really good players.
Yeah, no question. So the thing is they have to pay $100,000 and then they have to pay $50,000 back if they're claimed off of waivers or if the team retains them. Now, if not, they can option them down to the minors. Now, remember, this whole thing is put on by minor league baseball in the first place. A lot of people don't know that, but minor league baseball is the one that puts on the winter meetings.
Of course, I never knew that. But why? How are they the ones that are putting on the winter meetings? So they're the ones that are setting up all these, the hotels and bringing everyone into town and
the
everything?
staff and everything. Yeah. And in fact, I had yesterday I brought on Pat O'Connor, the president of minor league baseball. He's what's the second time he's come on the show. But the fact is, I mean, his staff is everywhere. Let me tell you something. Minor league baseball is so much bigger than you think. Those guys are just as important. Pat O'Connor is just as important as Rob Manfred. It really is. I mean, that's his peer.
Well,
that's what he deals with every day or all the time.
I talked about this last week, but Rob Manfred is from Rome, New York. He's from my hometown. His dad and my dad both worked at Revere Copper and Steel Mill.
Did they go bowling together?
No, yeah, they did. No, they actually refereed Fran Allison basketball together, the Pee Wee Basketball League up in upstate New York. So what I'm saying is, why don't we try to track down Rob Manfred and get him on one of our shows? One of the just get him on.
Well, I got the president and CEO of minor league baseball. I could probably swing Rob Manfred on here.
Let's get him on there. Let him know. Let him know we got a couple of Dems and those guys.
Right. Yes. Get one of those guys. Exactly.
Right. Listen, if we can get Manfred, you'll get one of these later in the week.
All right, so show everybody on Facebook Live. Folks, we're also broadcasting on Facebook Live. I brought some stocking stuffers for Tommy T.
Yeah, what do we got here? We got a Yankees.
I brought a Yankees ball from Rawlings.
This is great.
Yeah. That was it's a special, and that was just a promo thing that they ran. They're not selling those. Show everybody here. Don't just finger it up over there. Give me that.
Well, look at it. I see it. No, I'm not giving it back to you.
Give it to me.
Ball.
Give me that. Give me that. All right, so here's the ball. So yeah, it's all the Yankee stuff on it. Pretty cool stuff. You can't buy these. This is just a promo item from Rawlings.
That's really cool. That's cool. Good stuff.
Right. How about a big round of applause for that?
Hey, forget about it.
There's the logo from them, whether you're a Yankee fan. Hey, listen to the Sports Circus every day, and we're on the New York Yankees radio network in
KLVL.
We're on WLVL. Right, we're on WLVL up in the greater Buffalo and Toronto market. Also in Honolulu on KHK NBC Sports 1500. That is also the New York Yankees radio network. It is also the San Francisco Giants radio network and the Alabama Crimson Tide radio network.
Beautiful. All right, there we go. All right, so listen, I want to switch gears real quickly. I want to start talking about the Thursday night game. Tomorrow night we have a very good game. We have the Chargers going into Kansas City to play the Chiefs. Both of these teams are going to be in the playoffs.
Right.
These are two very good teams. Both of these teams have a legitimate shot at winning the AFC this year and making it to the Super Bowl. So I think tomorrow's going to be a good game. Interesting, though. Of course, we know Kareem Hunt's not on the Chiefs anymore. They cut him. His replacement, Spencer Ware, might not play this week. So they may be looking at the third-string guy, Damian Williams. But ironically, Melvin Gordon and his replacement, Austin Eckler, might not be playing. So both of these teams are playing these games with their third-string running back. Okay, so obviously they're a passing first team. Well, San Diego's really not, but so how do we look at this? What's the early look at this game? Because I have a couple ideas on the Chiefs. I believe that Kareem Hunt is you're going to start seeing the void with him more and more as they play a better team. Because I thought Kareem Hunt hides the defense with ball control. Right, I thought that was one of the things that we didn't really get to see last week because they beat the Ravens. Although they didn't play a very good game, they pulled that game out. but they struggled against the Ravens. The Chargers are a better team than the Ravens, and even though it's at home, I think the Chiefs are ripe for the picking this week.
Okay.
All
right.
And again, I just think that as we go week to week, and as
Now, what was the opening line?
The opening line is only 3.5, which is, you know how that goes. Technically, the Chargers are getting a half a point,
Right?
Because there's a built-in 3-point edge just with the road team.
So on a neutral field, you're saying that the Chargers
are favored on a
by
neutral field.
half a point.
The Chargers are favored. Yes.
Yeah, they're minus 3.5.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, exactly.
As
I'd like to see the line go down to 3 because that half point. You know what it does to you? The half point will get you damn near every time.
okay.
One way or another, the half point will eat you for lunch.
But I'm looking at the Chargers. That's my early view into this window is I'm liking the Chargers in this game, even though they're both playing with their third string running backs. What are your thoughts on the Chargers going in there and really smacking the Chiefs in the mouth tomorrow?
Well, look, I look at it as let's look at the defensive side of the game, right? So, I mean, the Chargers do have the ability to stop teams.
They have a very good defense.
They do have that ability, and I really question Kansas City's full game. I don't think they have both sides of the ball. I think they're a one-dimensional team, offense, special teams. I think they only handle one aspect, especially with the guys that are injured. Right, so now we're looking at what can they do offensively. Now we're going to rely on Patrick Mahomes, and what does that mean? Time to turn Bosa loose.
Yeah.
So Bosa can keep up with him. Bosa can catch him in the backfield, and I'm looking for a lot of pain on Mahomes in this game.
Me too. And also,
he's going to get hit. He's going to hit often.
Derwin James going to win the Defensive Rookie of the Year. He's having such a tremendous year. Rushes the quarterback. They say that he's played every position on the Chargers defense except middle linebacker and nose tackle.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty. I mean, he's a safety. He's a rookie safety. He's all over the field. So I think that he'll be in the backfield chasing Mahomes sometimes also.
Yeah, and I think Mahomes is going to get hit. But he's going to get hit by a bunch of different guys.
Yeah.
And he's going to face a team that, let's face it, it's going to be a different club than he faced before earlier in the season because with Bosa in there, it changes the dynamic of everything. And we saw that with the Bears when Khalil Mack was out for a few games, and the Bears were a very pedestrian team. But now you see the Bears, and you saw what they did against the Rams. They destroyed the Rams as exactly as I predicted they would, and they controlled the game. They made Goff try to beat them, and that never worked.
Well, I told you they made the Rams look like Jeff Fisher was still coaching them.
Right.
That's how bad. But one of the things that Khalil Mack did was he actually frees up Leonard Floyd on the other side. The guy's a good player anyway. He was a top 10 pick to begin with. He's a very good player. But once you get Mack on the other side, all of a sudden Leonard Floyd's in the backfield more than the running back.
Yeah, let's not forget Roquan Smith.
Roquan Smith, but also they got two defensive linemen too. Of course, they got Akeem
Hicks is a truck.
Oh my God!
This guy. Look, we have a Mack truck, and then we have Akeem Hicks.
They have the other guy. They have another Eddie. They have the other. He recovered a fumble. I can't. His name is escaping me. But
we got Trevathan too.
Well, yeah, but they have another nose guard or a defensive tackle.
They are so tough up front.
He's from Florida State as well. No, they're a good defense.
I mean, whoever has to play them in the playoffs, guess what? It's going to be painful.
Yeah, it's going to be painful. Well, they're going to host one game in Chicago in the playoffs, and then they're going to have to go to either New Orleans or the Rams.
And it looks like to me right now that's going to be Seattle.
Well, no, actually, as it stands right now, if the playoffs started today, the Bears are going to get the 6th team. It's not Seattle. Seattle's the 5th team.
No, I got that, but I think Dallas will overtake Seattle. And I think Seattle's going to end up playing the Bears again.
No, Dallas is a division winner. They're already locked in as the 4th seed.
They're the 4th.
Yeah.
Right,
so the Bears are going to get the lowest seed wild card, which is going to be the Vikings.
Yeah.
Or it's going to be the Eagles. But if the Eagles can pull it out, whoever gets that last wild card spot.
That's right.
That's who the Bears get.
Right. Well, either way, it doesn't matter because you know what's going to happen is the Bears are going to absolutely inflict a lot of pain on whoever they're playing. I wouldn't want to have to play them, especially in Soldier Field in January.
Well, the playoffs are actually setting up very nicely at NFC because if the Bears and Cowboys do win their playoff games, they're both going to go back to the teams that they beat. The Bears are going to go to the LA and play the Rams in the second playoff game, and the Cowboys are going to go to New Orleans and play the Saints. So we're going to see if the Bears and Cowboys can beat these teams on the road. Right? I mean, can the Bears go into LA and punch them in the mouth? I think they can.
Yeah.
I think that
I think they could beat them on a neutral field. Sure. It doesn't matter where it is.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes. So, we're getting ahead of ourselves, but
never.
It's okay. It's okay. We get a little excited.
Well, we say we're ahead of ourselves, but look at what we've done. Oh, this is ridiculous.
28-2-1.
And remember, we don't know nothing. But the fact is,
absolutely nothing.
So in the strangest of ways, somehow the stars keep aligning every week. Is it an accident? We don't have inside information on these games. PlaceYourBet.Vegas doesn't say anything about information. We don't have any information. No, we have Tommy, we have me, and a pile of money. That's it. That's all we do.
And the thing is, you and I are getting smaller. The pile of money is getting bigger.
I know.
How's that?
I know. The picture needs to be enlarged because it's getting bigger.
Possible. Gosh, here's the thing. We set our Monday show. We sent them off with the Seattle winner.
That's right.
You had the Seattle winner.
I know, and that was
do not
easy.
have any faith in Kirk Cousins.
That
right?
was the easiest pick of the week.
It wasn't even. I mean, it was a close game, and it wasn't close.
It wasn't close.
But
Are
it
you
was one of
kidding?
those games where late in the game it was like 6-0. It wasn't. But it
Minnes-
wasn't close.
Minnesota was punched in the mouth from the opening kickoff. And they scored a garbage time touchdown at the end. They were losing.
Yeah.
Period. It didn't matter. They were getting beaten every aspect.
Garbage.
Period.
Yeah,
They were awful.
That was the ultimate a garbage touchdown. That was the ultimate.
I mean, talk about a gimme. And I hope everybody watching this, I hope you had Seattle because that was really easy. And I gave it away. I didn't want to give it away, but I've been giving more and more picks away. This is absolutely
nice guy.
ridiculous.
You're a good guy.
I'm tired of giving picks away. You guys are going to have to subscribe or something here.
Okay,
You're killing me here.
So you're a nice guy. Pretty soon we're going to have to see the bad guy. That's all I'm going to say. That because you're being very nice with our listeners. Oh no, I don't.
Hey, you're telling everybody about your personal problems. I don't care about that.
No, that was for you. No, I got it. This is.
Take the knife to the bad guy.
That's it.
Yeah, I just can't keep giving them away.
Yeah.
I mean, really, this is stupid.
No.
Nobody picks them at this rate.
Let me ask you something. This is a little off the wall, but do you think that Kirk Cousins is playing so bad that the team is now hoping he gets the ball batted down instead of throwing interceptions?
I don't know, man. It's kind of going that way, isn't it?
Because it's getting worse.
When you do your next comedy bit, why don't you mention Kirk Cousins
I don't
and the whole
think-
place will laugh?
I don't think that's going to work.
The whole place will laugh.
Just mention his name.
Just mention his
Listen,
name.
There's certain cities where you can do sports jokes. Yeah, right now, Washington, you probably can get away with it. Minnesota probably can get away with it. Yeah, you know, like there's certain cities. Like when I remember years ago, I went to Pittsburgh. I did some Cordell Stewart jokes. They worked very well. There's certain cities you can get away with it. But
Well,
most
I
of the
think in
time-
Oakland you can get away with it now because they're homeless.
Yeah, they are homeless.
And you know, actually, Oakland. I talked to Tom Flores earlier today, and I said, Tom, what are we doing about this team here? He goes, man, I don't really know what's going to happen. I said, why don't they play all 16 games on the road? They still get a share of half of the purse, right? Of all the seats that are
hasn't
not
been
behind
mentioned.
glass,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
Are all the regular seats. And I said, then they don't have to worry about maintenance, the R&R in a building. It would make a hell of a lot of sense. And plus, the Raider fans travel well anyway.
You know,
It wouldn't be a bad idea.
One of the things I heard about where they're going to play next year, and I think that you would really find this interesting, is they mentioned, first time I've heard this, they mentioned Reno, playing at the University McKay Stadium up there in Reno, and they say a couple reasons. One is it gives them their entry into Nevada without being in Las Vegas, but it's also close to Oakland, so they can maybe still satisfy both fan bases.
Do we have a laugh track somewhere in there?
no.
The laughing sound drop, please.
Well, I'm just telling you what I heard.
Find it. Hurry up.
Yeah,
You're late. You're the Kung Fu laugh. All right, that's good enough. But no, I mean, how in the world can that work? It can't work because the difference in Nevada, and it's not Nevada, it's Nevada. The difference in Nevada is you've got Reno, Tahoe, that whole area. And then you've got the balance of the world, which is basically the Vegas Valley. Everywhere else, population 4. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
But really, the difference is you've got a
You say Nevada, I say Nevada, pal.
Yeah? Well, it's Nevada.
Okay.
Nevada. Say it with me. Nevada. Yes! I knew you would. But hey, look, we're going to break here soon. But listen, in the last 30 seconds or so, let me just say that I'm going to come back with a dialogue on this. Don't go anywhere. Lots more to come here. KSHP 1400, home of your Arizona Diamondbacks, and PlaceYourBet.Vegas. I'm glad I saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, what?
Okay.
All right, where's my Gelly Vegas? It's hard to do it by yourself, isn't it?
Dude, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
I know.
It's just
hard.
the energy level. I mean, I'm into it. I got energy, but it just feels weird.
No, you have to.
It feels weird.
You have to turn your head in, and say, all right, here's what I got to read, folks.
Well, I need to do. I need
It's
to do
hard.
it, man. I'm gonna get it, but it's gonna take me a minute.
You'll be fine.
Yeah,
with it. You'll be fine with it. Don't sweat that.
It's just, but trust me. First of all, I didn't think it was gonna be easy
Right.
at all.
Right.
You know.
Hey, Mike. What's going on, Mike? I hope you're finding it entertaining. I just got back from the winter meetings. Lots of fun. And I'm going tomorrow. I'll be there at 9 a.m. And I'll find my way into a very secure room. Why? Because I happen to have a media pass. Yes!
That media pass is that thing's killer.
Oh, yeah, dude.
You know what? The draft, they just announced that the NFL draft's coming here in 2020.
Yeah.
So you're going to get a media pass for that, too.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I'll probably get that. And then there's my regular press pass. Yes! There's me. Yes! Look at that. Got all my iHeartRadio stuff and this and that crap on there. Busy.
Okay, I'll talk a little bit about the Clippers and what people are starting to think that the Clippers are actually starting to get ready to put their mega team together.
Okay.
Which I'm gonna, I'll have my take. You'll have your take. It'll be.
You drive that. I mean, I watch it, but I'm not on.
Here we go.
College football is one thing. All right, guys,
Here we go.
going back on. All right, hold on. All right, here we go. There we go. I gotta wait for the music, otherwise Facebook will mute some of this. Hey, we forgot our Schmitzicle.
Yeah.
I gotta get our Schmitzicle. Hold on.
What?
Oh,
You gotta go.
I know. Relax. Don't worry. The music's going. We're good. We're good. He hasn't even started singing the other part yet.
We got 13 seconds to go.
Don't worry about it.
Okay. All right, you tell me.
You panic, dude. Don't panic. All right. Kill the music. Okay, folks, welcome back to Place Your Bet. I'm Sal the Bookmaker. This segment is brought to you by Kelly Vegas, helping people just like you create and host your very own radio, TV, or multimedia talk show. Kelly Vegas can help you with everything you need to get out of sitting in hours of traffic every day and host your very own talk show in your very own studio. Call Kelly Vegas right now at 949-445-1119. That's 949-445-1119. Again, 949-445-1119. Or visit them at kellyvegas.com. That's CALI Vegas.com.
Very good.
And Nate Schmidt is back in the house. We got our
Schmitzicle back.
The Schmitzicle's back. There he is with mini stick. All right. We are set. Let's see. What is this? Mike from Paducah, Kentucky says,
All right. Hey, Mike. How you doing, buddy?
will you miss any of tomorrow's show? Why would I? No, I'm going to be at the meetings from 9 a.m. to 11, and then I'm going to have lunch with the commissioner at 12, 1 o'clock. No, man, I'm going to be back. Yeah, so it'll be fine. In fact, I'm going to try to bring him in. Why you got to be like that? I'm going to try to bring him in to the show at 5 o'clock. That's Pacific time, by the way.
Who's that?
That would be Pat O'Connor.
Oh, the minor league
The president and CEO of minor league baseball. Yeah, I'm going
Pat
to try to bring him in if I can.
Nice Italiano guy,
That's the guy.
right?
Yeah.
He's the guy.
All right, where were you?
You know, the guy about the thing, right?
Yeah, that's the
Okay.
one.
All right. So, the Chiefs and Chargers, we covered that one pretty good. And the other big game this week, of course, has got to be the Patriots and Steelers.
Why is that? Why does it have to be the big game?
That's the big game.
Because it's with Pittsburgh. Is that what it is?
Well, the Patriots are the big team, right?
but
the
why
Patriots,
is it? But why is it with them?
Well, the Eagles are going into L.A.
What are the other AFC games that are being played?
Well, those two games, the Chargers and Chiefs and the Patriots and Steelers, they have the biggest ramifications. The other ones are the Raiders, Bengals. The Colts are hosting the Cowboys. That's a big game. The Texans are playing the Jets. I mean, they're going into New York. Deshaun Watson gets to play in New York. That's actually a good thing for Deshaun Watson. Any more notoriety that guy gets is always a good thing. And he's
For who?
moving up. For Deshaun. Deshaun's moving up the tier level, though. He's moving up, right? He's 3 or 4 now.
Okay, so you're saying he's moving up, but he's playing a nothing schedule. He plays a bunch of nobodies.
Well, I mean, listen, he plays what he plays. I mean, it's the NFL. Everybody's
I get it.
tough.
I get it. They're not all tough.
They're not.
Yeah, whatever. Oh, I know the Bengals are tough too.
Well, Jacksonville was supposed to be tough.
Yeah, they
this
were
year.
supposed to be. Then the wheels fell off.
Yeah, man. Did they
Okay,
ever.
so what other AFC matchups do we have?
Well, that's it. We got the Dolphins. The Dolphins are going into Minnesota to play the Vikings. That
So
means
you're saying that the Dolphins
there's
Vikings
a lot of
game,
interconference games this week.
right? So the
this week.
Dolphins Vikings game is going to be less predictable or less attractive than
No,
less
not at
attractive
all.
than the
Not the way you
Patriots
look
and
at
Steelers.
it. No, not the way you look at it.
You know, I
You'll-
like the
you'll-
obscure.
Yeah, listen. You're gonna come up with the Cardinals Falcons game, knowing you.
Right.
I know who's gonna win the Cardinals. On Friday, I know it. 8:30 Friday, I got the Cardinals Falcons.
Right.
I know who's going to win that
Right,
game.
I'm the guy that's going to come up with the Penn Quakers over Villanova.
Yeah.
How
I
about
don't
that?
know.
How about
Yeah.
the Quakers? By the
You
way,
actually, well, the first week,
with a huge upset over Villanova.
it's
Very exciting.
you know, on paper it's a huge upset, but as the teams are going this year, it's not a huge upset. Villanova stinks this
I know,
year.
Villanova, the wheels have come off on those guys.
They were never on. The wheels were never on. I mean, they lost 4 guys to the NBA draft after winning 2 back-to-back championships. They never had the wheels on. This team is not ready to win. It's not. They only got 1 or 2 guys left over from last year's team. Eric Pascal, that's it. And so
that was an old programming language back in the old computer days. Pascal, programming in Pascal. Remember that?
Yeah. My first one was BASIC.
Well, I learned BASIC Plus, and I also I learned a little bit of COBOL and Pascal. And now Mike, I know Mike in Paducah is one of those computer fix guys too.
What university is in Paducah?
That's a good question. I don't know.
UKP?
Mike,
Paducah?
what college? Do they have a college basketball program? So we want to follow it. We want to see what the line is against whoever they're playing.
Ask Mike if he ever liked the series Justified.
Why don't you ask him? Because he can hear you. What's the matter with you?
Raylan, what was Raylan Givens? What was the sheriff's name in Justified? I like that show. It was a Kentucky-based show.
I've never seen it.
It was about the U.S. Marshals. Excellent show.
Really?
Timothy Oliphant. Excellent show.
What'd you call me? An elephant?
Oliphant.
Same thing.
Timothy Oliphant. No.
I don't know. I don't watch regular TV.
Listen,
I watch sports and cartoons.
It's the truth.
I mean, that's what I watch. I really don't watch anything else.
You watch sports and cartoons, so you're not following a couple Netflix series as we go? Like, I always got 2 or 3 Netflix series that I follow.
No, why would I do that? I'm missing out on the world of cartoons by doing that.
You really do.
I'm serious. And I use cartoon sound effects all the time.
Listen, do you feel badly for Brandon Marshall, or you don't give a rat's behind?
I don't really give a damn.
No playoffs for you!
Nothing!
Brandon Marshall, no playoffs. He was close. Boy, he was close, and they cut him. Hey, listen, it's a big boys game, man. They need the roster spot.
You're 0 for 13, kid, and guess what? You're done. Lights out.
How would you like to come into the league and have Jay Cutler as your quarterback, right? And then you get traded away a couple teams, and you come back to Jay Cutler.
You're like, oh, not you again.
They used to be friends. I don't think they're friends anymore. I don't know what happened.
Hey, but look at it this way. At least he was in the league for 13. He made a bunch of money. Right?
And he's got a job waiting for him at one of the networks. He's going to be
no question.
Very, very good at one of the networks. The other thing
he speaks well.
No, yeah, but the other thing is, I mean, I don't know the guy. You know how, you always say, how do you know? How do you know he's a good guy? I don't know the guy. How do you know? So listen, but the thing about him is that he did do some stuff with, he had a lot of problems at the beginning of his career. He's overcome his problems, and he's been very transparent about his problems. He's actually supported a couple mental health organizations. He's been very open about his mental illnesses, and he's really tried to help people. So, I don't know the guy, but he seems like a pretty cool guy, pretty good guy.
Did Brandon Marshall, why do I want to say he went to UCF?
He
went to University of Central Florida.
Look at that.
Yes! Oh, and a big hello to Derek Myers for joining us on Facebook Live and right here on KSHP 1400, home of your Arizona Diamondbacks.
He did go to UCF. You're absolutely 100% right. I think he went there after Dante Culpepper, right? Some pretty big names came out of UCF.
I know, and everybody seems to discount UCF, and I'm not really sure why.
I don't understand why.
Right, so they're not in the Power Five; they're in the Group of Five. But as you call them, the Gang of Five.
The gang.
That's the guys from the neighborhood. That's the Gang of Five.
The UCF's got to start getting gangster, man. That's all I know.
All I have in this world is my balls and my word, and I don't break them for no one.
They need to start acting a little different. That's enough of this the nice, polite routine. They need to start attacking some people because. They belong in that conversation for the Final Four in 25 in a row. Come on. They're
going to win their 26th game. And everyone's saying, oh, well, the LSU defense, blah, blah, blah.
No, the
LSU
LSU's
LSU
good.
defense.
LSU's
they're good, but remember,
yeah.
They can't move the ball, and they cannot score with the Central Florida team. They cannot. It doesn't matter who Central Florida plays. They're still scoring 30. I mean, this goes back to Auburn even last year, and Auburn arguably is a better team than LSU this year. And LSU's going to get on the field with a haphazard offense and a pretty good defense?
They have no offense, even though they scored 72 points in one game.
That was against the Sisters of the Poor, wasn't it?
Arkansas.
Same thing.
Yeah, or
that was against Pig Suey. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know who that was, but LSU's no good. They got shut up by Alabama. They didn't even come close to the end zone. 29-0.
That's right.
Joe Burrows.
And everybody, right. It's the old can't hit the broadside of a barn thing, right?
Yeah, right there. That's all. So all the NCAA guys.
Shut
Shut up!
I just saw that one.
That's funny.
I saw that one.
I can't believe you haven't used that before.
No, I like that one. Well, I didn't want to hit it to think that I wanted you to shut up, and that's the NCAA.
That's
But we got to get a couple De Niro's in here though. You got my text earlier about getting Bobby D in here, right? Bye bye. Bye bye.
We'll talk Bobby D after the show.
Yeah. What? You don't like Bobby D because he's from upstate New York too?
No.
Okay.
I got another beef with that guy. Don't worry about it.
You got a beef with Bobby D? Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
That guy.
That's why he's not in this?
That guy he deserves a punch in the head.
Really?
Yes.
De Niro.
Yeah, I know, right. You'd never hear that. You never really think of that, but no. In my opinion, Bobby De Niro's a punk. That's a whole nother discussion.
All right, so we're gonna talk about that at some point.
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it.
Bobby D's a punk. It's great. Bobby D's a punk. Hey, listen, can I switch gears in the last few minutes of the show? Talk a little about the NBA.
Yeah.
Our favorite subject. Now, Kevin Durant, I tell you right now, man, he's running for a soap opera this year. Kevin Durant's doing a lot of talking. Last week he was saying that nobody wants to play with LeBron James. And, who made him an authority? I don't understand that, but whatever. That's what he's saying. People love that. People jump out of, yeah, you're right. No one wants to play with him, which is ridiculous. Or, as you say, ridiculous. I don't even know what that means. But now the latest is that they're saying that Kevin Durant and Kawhi Leonard are both going to end up with the Clippers next year because the Clippers have the room, right?
Yeah.
Now, I know that you like that because, you like the Clippers. The Clippers have a nice team. They're 17-10. They got blown out the other night. They have a nice team. I don't see KD and Kawhi going into Clipperland and wearing the red, white, and blue uniform. I just don't see it. First of all, there's no attraction there. And I'm not saying they got to go to the Lakers because the Lakers aren't a great attraction either. The Lakers aren't a great team.
No, the Lakers are like Sideshow Bob for the NBA.
Well, they're not really Sideshow Bob at all. But they're not,
that's
they're
really
not
what
a
they
fantastic.
But they're kind of like a sideshow for the NBA because LeBrick is there. That's why.
First of all, where do you get LeBrick from? He's shooting over 50%. He doesn't shoot LeBricks.
Don't worry about that.
I don't know where do you get that from.
Don't worry about that.
And the other thing is, they're good. The Lakers are good. They're 17-10. They're tied. They're in fourth place in the Western Conference. So they're playing.
They're really only a game or so out of the top spot. But everybody's like a game or so out of the top spot. It doesn't matter.
But
I think Denver was in the top spot.
Yeah.
They're the flavor of the day, right?
Well, Oklahoma City was. They lost.
Or
They lost earlier today. They lost to the Pelicans. Pelican fly. We'll put that in there. But see, the thing is, the Lakers won 15 out of the last 20 games, so they're playing well.
Scarface.
You know that movie, right? Look at Pelican fly.
I know. Pelican.
So the thing is this. I'm not saying that KD or Kawhi are going to go to the Lakers, and I agree with you that maybe it's not easy to play with LeBron.
I'm looking for those guys. I'm looking for Kawhi to go to the Clippers.
Yeah.
I think he's going to go to the Clippers.
He's actually a little off the beaten path enough to go to the Clippers. He's a great player, and if he goes to the Clippers with Doc Rivers as the coach and they got young talent, it's not going to be a bad team. They're good now. They're a good team now. We talked about this.
Do they need him? That's what you should be asking.
Everybody needs a Kawhi Leonard because he's
everybody needs a Schmitzigal too.
He's unselfish. He's one of those five, baseball. They have the 5-point players. They could do
the 5-tool player.
The 5-tool player. Kawhi could do. He covers everything on a basketball court.
Right.
He's a great 3-point shooter, a great foul shooter. He can.
But why wouldn't he stay where he's at? Just play the other side of it.
Toronto.
The Toronto-sauruses. What a great name and a great organization right now.
They're great.
There's no trouble up there.
Most of these
guys,
why?
Because those guys are on the other side of the border, and everybody's a little happier there. You know why? Because it's Canada.
Most of these NBA guys don't love playing in Canada. They'll play there, like Kyle Lowry's played there. DeMar DeRozan re-signed with there. They'll play there, but they don't love playing in Canada.
Why?
First of all, there's a huge tax hit, a major tax hit playing in Canada. I don't know. You probably would know that more than me. But the other thing is, it's Canada. It's just north of the border. They don't love it. But,
dude, it's just on the other side of Lake Ontario. Are you kidding me?
I know.
That's in my area, and I broadcast into Toronto, and they are just as big a basketball, football, hockey especially, and baseball fans as what we've got here on this side of the Lake Ontario.
Kawhi Leonard may stay there. If they make it to the NBA Finals,
I hope he stays there.
I do too. He may stay there because they have a very good team.
I want to see them progress. I think they got the best name in sports.
The Raptors.
The Toronto-sauruses.
They're not called the Sauruses. You can't make up a name.
I made a name up, and everybody likes it.
I like it. How about their coach? Their coach is Nick Nurse.
I guess. Oh, hey, let's ask everybody on Facebook Live. What do you think of the Toronto-sauruses as a name?
But they don't need to change their names, you knucklehead. The Sauruses. Get out of here.
It's a great name.
It's a good name.
But I think Leonard should stay put, in my opinion.
Yeah,
Because they're building something nice over
in
there.
my opinion, KD should stay put in Golden State
Absolutely.
too. I mean, you're going to find a better setup
You're
than
not
that.
you're not going to find a better situation because the only
Yeah.
team that can beat them is them.
Okay, but here's the player that the Lakers are going for. Here's the player, Anthony Davis. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Did I lose? Cecil B. DeTuzzolino, did I lose you?
No, go ahead, man.
Anthony Davis.
Make sure we got volume. Everybody can hear us.
Anthony Davis plays with Pelican Fly. He plays a Pelican Fly right now, and he's a fantastic player. He's a great player. He's signed with LeBron's friends. What is it? Their management company, right? So they represent him, right? They represent him. So he's signed with that management company,
Right?
and now they're saying that he may even, as soon as this season, start demanding a trade out of New Orleans.
Okay.
So I think that's the guy that the Lakers are going to have to trade for him,
Okay.
because he's signed. So they're going to have to acquire enough players and enough draft picks to make that trade. I think Anthony Davis is the guy, right?
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah.
So
Okay. No, we're all good. We're all
okay.
good.
Oh, we're good. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
All right,
Listen,
so
we got a couple of minutes
Yeah,
left.
couple more minutes.
All right. Go ahead. And carry on with the NBA.
Yeah, so the Lakers are up there. I'd love to see. Here's a team that no one talks about. I'd love
Utah?
to see the Knicks pull out one of these guys.
Oh, the Knicks. The Knicks. Come on, man. I know you could do better than the Knicks.
Well, no, listen. I'd like to see the Knicks pull